Introducing the HR32 and the CB300 satellite from the Wittern Group. When setting up the CB300 satellite machine, make sure the host machine is turned off and is unplugged from its power source. Position the CB300 so that it is on the right side of the host vendor. Install tie bracket by hooking over cabinet frame of both machines. Secure bracket with screws provided. Swing doors open and check for clearance. Locate the extra 12-pin connector end of the motor harness inside the host vendor. Locate the MDB power harness 2-pin connector near the 12-pin connector. Have both the 12-pin connector and the 2-pin connector ready for the umbilical cord. Remove hole cover on the back of the host cabinet. Insert the CB300 satellite umbilical cord through the hole. Secure the bracket with the screws provided. Connect the CB300 satellite umbilical cord to the 2-pin connector of the MDB power harness and to the 12-pin motor harness. Coil up wire harness and tuck away from any moving parts. Secure with wire ties. Connect both the host vendor and the CB300 satellite into their electrical power source. Turn on the host vendor. The host controller will automatically recognize the motors in the CB300 satellite. Make sure that the live display price and selection labels are set and installed correctly. Labels and product containers must face outward toward the customer and must match the products being loaded. To load the live display, simply slide the can or bottle into position from the rear. Secure them in place with the elastic strap. When loading products, make sure you load the rear selections first and load the fastest selling products in the front rack. Product container bottoms must face towards the center of the rack. Products featured in the front door live display must match the product being loaded. Funnel slides must be kept clean. Do not store bottles in spare space of the cabinet. This could cause damage to the refrigeration unit. When loading for the first time, load one row of products in each column and test vend each column with money. Add 5 rows of products in each column to check product spacing. Products should not have more than 1/4 to 1/2 inch of free space at the front or the back of the columns. Adjust the back spacer, latch striker, or gate assembly to achieve the required dimension. Do not load dented or damaged cans or bottles in the columns. This could cause jams in the vent mechanisms. Programming the HR32 and CB300 satellite. Keypad button functions in the service mode. A equals up. B equals enter. C equals down. D equals save. E equals exit. To set prices, press the service mode button. Display will read diagnose. Press A, B, C. Display will read price. Press B. Display will read items. Press B. Display will read select. Press selection letter and number or starting and ending selection letter you want to price. Example. For selection A1, press A1. Display will read A1 50 cents. Press D to enter price. Press the number keys on keypad to set the desired price. For selections A through J, press A, J. Display will read 50 cents. Press D to enter price. Press the number keys on keypad to set the desired price. Example. For 75 cents, press 75. Display will read 75 cents. Press D. This saves that price for that selection, and the display will read Select. Press the proper selection keys for the next selection you want to price. When finished with all selections, press Service Mode button to return to Sales Mode. To test vend motors, press Service Mode button. Display will read Diagnose. Press A, B. Display will read Test Vend. Press B. Display will read Select. Press the selection letter and number you want to test vend. Example. Press B7 for selection B7. Display will read Select B7. Press D to begin test vend. Press Service Mode button to return to Sales Mode. To load coin mechanism, press Service Mode button. Display will read Diagnose. Press C, C, C. Display will read Coin. Press B, C. Display will read Tube Fill. Press B. Display will read Fill Coins. Load coins through coin slot. Display will show value of coins added while loading. When done, press Service Mode button to return to Sales Mode. Auto reinstatement of failed motors. This feature is used to eliminate the necessity of manually resetting the controller after reloading a selection that went into a sold-out condition. Press Service Mode button. Display will read Diagnose. Press A, B, A. Display will read Menu 3. Press B, A. Display will read Coupon/token. Press A. Display will read Auto Reinstate. Press B to view On/Off setting. Press B twice to toggle Off, On. Toggle this so that the display reads On. Press D to save. Press A or C till display reads Range. Press B to view range setting. Display will read SR/ER A-J. Press starting and ending letters on keypad. Press D to save. Press Service Mode button to return to Sales Mode. By retiming the augers, difficult-to-vend items can be dispensed more dependably. Each auger can be rotated in 20-degree increments for a different drop-off point. Most items can be vended successfully when the auger end is positioned at 6 o'clock. To change the auger end position, remove the motor cover. Raise the motor slightly and pull forward on the auger until it separates from the motor. Rotate the auger to the desired position and reinsert the auger coupling into the motor. Make sure the auger coupling is seated over the vertical retaining rib on the tray. Replace the motor cover, making sure it is securely tightened.